Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I'm getting a lot of questions. Don, do you think the Alaska season's going to happen? And yes, I think the Alaska season's going to happen. But I think it's going to be delayed. So the Alaska season was gone, completely gone in 2020. 2021's coming around and we're wondering, are we going to be able to go to Alaska again? And remember, one of the big restrictions is that North American cruise ships, you have to have a foreign port. So you can't go from US to US only ports. You have to have a foreign port when you set sail. And so they stop in Canada. And as you know right now, the borders are still closed, Canada and United States. You may not have even realized it again, but Canada and United States just agreed to extend the border closure recently back until January 21st. January 21st again. And that's been going on since April. And there's no sign that that's going to stop. Numbers haven't gone down. There's a new strain of the virus out there that's even more contagious that they're worried about. It really does not look like in January that will lift. And if that doesn't lift in January and it goes into February and it doesn't lift then, at the end of February, Canada's travel ban on cruise ships comes to an end, January 28th. Well, if the numbers in January are way up still, and there's this new strain, and the vaccine has not been rolled out to a huge amount of people to the point where it's showing a difference in the numbers, I honestly don't think Canada's going to lift their cruise travel ban, which eliminates all Alaska cruises until that ban is lifted. Doesn't matter what the CDC does. If Canada, they can lift their restrictions, they go ahead and sail, but if Canada doesn't have that in, you can't sail. The only way that would be is if they had a legislation special amendment allowing them temporary to leave port, go there, and not have to stop at a foreign port. But right now, no government officials seem to even want to contemplate that. It was mentioned earlier in the year, last year, but it just went nowhere. No one brought up, no one continued on it. So no, it doesn't look like that's an option. We'll see what happens if Canada extends their ban. And remember, Canada did not extend their ban by a month or a month. They extended it 100 days again last time and longer. So the reason they probably did it last time is because there really wasn't too many cruise ships coming into port at that time. We don't get winter cruises in Canada very often. We might get the odd Trans-Pacific and Transatlantic stopping in, but the majority of ours is in the fall and in the summer. That's when we get the majority of all of our stops from cruise ships. However, Victoria, which is British Columbia, and Vancouver, their numbers are really on the rise with the virus. They're one of the problem provinces in Canada right now, and they are going into new lockdowns, and it's very optimistic to think in less than 60 days, we will have enough to open the borders and open up the cruise ports. So I'm very worried about the Alaska season, and they start in April. Cruises start in April to go to Alaska out of Seattle, and I really don't think. I think that's pretty optimistic. I would love it if it happens. I would love it, absolutely. I'd probably be one of those guys on that ship. So yeah, I would definitely jump on a cruise if I could, but it's like I said, it's just being optimistic, and I'm trying to be very even-handed. I don't think April, May. I'm thinking June. I'm thinking Canada will extend it till the end of May, which would give June, July, August for the Alaska season if things have gone better by then. However, a lot of people you're going to have to make your final deposits sometime early March. And if, say you have a cruise in June going to Alaska, say June 3rd, and you have to make your final payment on March 3rd, and they just extended the shutdown, are you going to feel that that's a pretty safe bet? A pretty safe, yeah, we're going to probably be going? Not only that, you got to worry that the Canada border is still going to be under restriction, which means you're going to have to quarantine when you fly, if you flow into, say, to Vancouver to take your Alaska cruise. So yeah, there's a lot of things up in the air, and I think Alaska season starting in April is pretty ambitious. I would love to see it happen, but I have a feeling we're looking more like, June, July, and get the final end of the year for Alaska. It'll take a while for the vaccines to work. It'll take a while for the numbers to go down. And if there's still border restrictions between Canada and US in March and April, there's no way those cruises will be able to go. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.